He famously lost 4 stone after overhauling his lifestyle, and Masterchef star Gregg Wallace has revealed doctors said he would definitely have a massive coronary if he didn't change it. Speaking to MailOnline, Gregg revealed he's the happiest he's ever been with wife Anna, who is 21 years his junior, son Sid 20 months, and also detailed his extraordinary craving for addressing his health overhaul. He said, "I had enormous cholesterol. The doctor rang me 7 years ago and said, we've got to sort this out right now or you will have a massive Now Wallace goes to the gym with his personal trainer 7 days a week, and he said, I am pretty fit now, but my belly, I am 12 stone and less than 18% fat, but my belly bloats, so everyone just thinks my diet is bad or I drink loads of beer. I don't." Gregg said he didn't know a happy home like his could exist with fourth wife Anna, 34, and son Sid, who he schedules time with in his diary, along with reading to happily living in a big house in the Kent countryside. He said, "I love my home life is just more fabulous than it has ever been." It's well known that the family share the home with Anna's mother and father Rina and Massimo, who hail from Naples and Sicily via Coventry. After a series of disastrous relationships, Wallace has finally found happiness with an ultra-traditional wife who does everything for him. He said, "My wife says, if it happens inside the front door, it's my responsibility. I've never had a home life like this before. I didn't know people like Anna existed, but Terry's also the mother-in-law as well. When they know what nights I am going to be home, they send me menus so I can choose I get home and my mother-in-law comes and takes the laundry from my car. It's an extraordinary thing, and these ladies don't, in any way, consider their role to be secondary. They say they're doing the other half of the job. My father-in-law has moved in now, has doing most of the cooking. He had quite a poor upbringing. He cooks squid and rabbit on a barbecue better than I've ever seen anybody do. I just love these people. This home is just working so well." Gregg is talking to MailOnline ahead of his new series Gregg Wallace, Big Weekends Away, in which he laughs, jokes, chuckles and cavorts through 4 of Europe's major cities, filling his face with street food and visibly having the time of it. Starts tonight, Friday, February 12th on Channel 5 at 9 p.m. He is keen to stress that Anna has chosen this role for herself and he did not impose. He said, "Listen, I didn't make Anna into this. It's who she wants to be. She wants to be a housewife. I think you need to see me and Anna together to understand. I like looking after Anna, but I'm not promoting my wife's. If my daughter, Libby, 23, decided she wanted to find somebody who could keep her and support her like this, I would dissuade her, because it seems like a very risky strategy. You can't then support yourself if the person you're with turns out to be a B. Luckily for Anna, I consider myself to be a very decent." Gregg said he feels as though he is not around enough for babysit, but it is important to him to ensure the family had financial support. He said, "Well, I'm not there enough. I can disappear for up to 2 weeks at a time because of work, and it's not unusual for me to just have 2 nights." Gregg's first marriage was a disaster and lasted only 6 weeks. He then met a chef called Denise who gave birth to Tom in 1994 and Libby in 1990. The couple were married 2 years later but divorced after just 5 years when she discovered he'd been having. Gregg won custody of the children. He said, "Yeah. I don't think it was great for my older kids. He brought his kids up alone while he was trying to carve out a career as a greengrocer, and he comes from a working-class family but made his first fortune before he was famous, supplying fancy fruit and veg to chefs during the When I was doing it as a single parent, I just chucked housekeepers and nannies at them, with varying degrees of success. This is different. Sid's got family around him. He's got Mom, Nana, his grandmother, and Grandpa. I think we're both missing out. I have decided, again, to prioritize financial security. That's what drives me." Gregg has been starring alongside John Turturro on Masterchef since 2004, and while he considers him his close friend, they don't really socialize outside of work. He said, "We are really close, but it doesn't fit in with other people's ideas of what it should be. We don't normally socialize outside of work. We are beside each other every afternoon for 6 months of the year. We have a unique relationship on telly, and I don't want to do anything that might unbalance." But they did go out together with Anna's blessing to celebrate Sid's birth. He said, "Fuck it. Yeah. We had a private dining room for 6 close friends. I consider John Turturro to be a close friend. My kids Tom and Libby were there. We got steaming. Absolutely steaming. I had a 2 grand bar. Mate, the baby's head? We drowned it. A proper big party." He said if Anna had minded, he wouldn't have done it, adding, "Her mum slept in the same room as Anna. They were already looking after the baby together. The nurses said, 'We love coming in this room, it is the calmest, happy.'" Anna is his 4th wife, but actually the 2nd he has met on Twitter. The first was a head teacher called Heidi, 17 years younger than him, who sent a message saying he was her weird crush. They were married in 2011 but divorced 4 She was very straight with me when we met. She said, "I want to get married. If you're not interested in those things, then don't mess with me." The couple tried to have a baby for 2 years and were about to have fertility treatment in the summer of 2018 when Anna became pregnant unexpectedly. Gregg shared, "People assumed Sid was conceived by IVF, but he wasn't. She fell pregnant naturally while we were having a month in it. Whether it was the red wine or the quality of the food or the sunshine in Tuscany, I really don't know." Anna suffers from endometriosis, a condition in which the lining of the womb grows in places it should not and which can make it hard to have a baby. The doctors said, "He is a miracle. How you conceive naturally, we have absolutely no." Sadly, Anna's endometriosis got worse to the point where it was on her intestine, and it's been reported that she had a complete hysterectomy at 30. He said, "That poor old kid. She had a 4.5-hour operation with 2 surgeons, then she was in intensive care for 2 days because she lost 2 limbs. She's going to be better. A life without pain." And he added that they are both fine about not having more children together. He said, "She's fine. Normally when you are my age, your children are grown up. I'm 55. I am going to be 75 by the time Sid's 20. I like Anna. I want time with Anna. My wife is going to have another 20 to 30 years of life after. I want to provide for her." During the interview, Gregg spoke about how much of his life is extraordinarily regimented. He said, "Everything is on a schedule. My PA puts half an hour in my diary for reading every day, unless it can't be. There's the gym every day, a 20-minute walk, a 20-minute nap, until the weekends, when the walks go and it's an hour's proper reading and no nap. Everything in my life is diarized. How much I read, how much game playing on the computer, how much I watch television, how much time I spend with my baby son. When I am at home, I will put in on average 2-hour-long segments with Sid. His craving for order even extends to the way he dresses." He said, "I have a rail for each type of clothes in my dressing room. I keep exactly the same number all the time, so there are always 10 suits, 12 jackets, 32 shirts and 20 sweaters. If I buy a new one, I have to throw one away." And talking once again about his beloved son, he said, "Can I tell you one of my favorite moments recently? I'm not home very often, and when I am, baby goes in with his grandparents to give me a night's sleep, because I'm old and I've got to be in front of a camera the next. But this time we're staying in London and baby came in with us in bed." Sid was talking to his mum at about 6 in the morning. "I made some noise, coughed or something, and he stopped and stiffened, and I felt." Then he pushed the pillow down, looked over the top at me and just gave me this beautiful baby boy. It was just lovely. He just grinned.